Greetings, everybody. Thank you very much for joining in. EUR Generic Portfolio presentation. The presentation displays a portfolio which is balanced in structure, euro currency. The minimum portfolio size to be able to enter into this portfolio would be 100,000, essentially because there are individual bonds that have minimum sizes. So that is the constraint. The expected long-term return is 3.9% per annum before taxation and before fees. However, the fees of the ETFs are low, and of course if you buy direct bonds then you don't have to pay the management fees, but there are going to be, for example, custody fees if you have your positions in custody in a bank, for example. So 3.9% is the expected long-term return. The number of holdings in the portfolio is 23, so relatively easy to manage. To enter into the portfolio, do not enter at once, but to incrementally add positions. The investment experience required, I would say, is low to medium, and the management intensity, the amount of time you need to spend to implement and to monitor and to manage, is low as well. Moving on to the characteristics of the portfolio, you have 73% in euros, 27% non-euros. You have 45 equities, approximately 45 bonds, and the remainder is in cash, in gold. Gold is an asset class that was relatively neglected in the past. In recent times, the average portfolio allocation to gold is 3%. And we have an proposed allocation of 5%. Essentially, it is a hedge in case of the possibility of a tail risk. That is the reason why we have gold. Hopefully, the position of gold will be a loss-making one, because if it's a loss-making one, it means everything else should be doing well. In terms of regional equity allocation, you have Europe, approximately 53%, and then you have developed non-Europe, and you have emerging markets. In terms of expectations, emerging markets are expected to do the best over time, as one would expect. Bond rating, essentially investment grade, and so relatively conservative. And the bonds that we have generally have a duration or expiry within 5 years. So all relatively basic, relatively conservative. We have in front of us now the proposed instrument allocation, and as well as you have the expected return or the expected yield. On, for example, MSCI Europe, in the long term, researchers are expecting an average return, including dividends, of 5.3% per annum. Let's see if that transpires. And then we also have here the proposed implementation across time, diversification by time horizon, generally higher risk, of course, to have a one-shot entry approach, more sensible to do things gradually. On the bond side, we have diversification across now 1 month and 2 months, so three entries. When it comes to equities and gold, much more gradual. I hope you found that helpful. I wish you a great day, and take care for now.